Alright, guys, so I'm dressed now. I done ate my own breakfast or my lunch. Ate my lunch and, now I'm back to do another video. You know what I'm saying? I see a workout bar right there. But anyway, we back. So, where we at, man? We at part 3 of this interview. And he said, Dad and I, Dad and I, Dad and I. You want both of us.
James. James left his 9-to-5 job and is now making over $50,000 a month
I just paused
online.
it and it's still going.
James is implementing a two-part system that requires zero experience, gets him results fast, and didn't require massive out-of-pocket expenses. And the best
It's still going. Alright, let's big screen this up.
So you graduate high school and you're trying to decide what you're going to do with your life. Why the Navy?
I decided way before I graduated. I was in high school on lunch hour one day. I'm just outside talking to some people. And then this freaking white Escalade on 26s pulls up. And this guy hops out looking professional as I don't know what, because we're in Gary. You don't see this ever. Everybody looked the same, dressed the same, talked the same. This guy hopped out with his Navy uniform.
So you graduate high school and you're trying to decide what you're going to do with your life. Why the Navy?
I decided way before I graduated. I was in high school on lunch hour one day. I'm just outside talking to some people. And then this freaking white Escalade on 26s pulls up. And this guy hops out looking professional as I don't know what, because we're in Gary. You don't see this ever. Everybody looked the same, dressed the same, talked the same. This guy hopped out with his Navy uniform on, dressed whites, and I just walked straight up to him. What do you do? He showed me I'm in the Navy. I'm a recruiter.
If he still got his
You
face,
can be my first recruit.
charm,
I said, sign me up. All I needed to see was the way he looked, the way he talked, and that car he pulled
Yo,
up
that would
in.
be so dope.
I told you, I just wanted a little bitty taste of it.
Oh, I wish I could
Once I got into that dude's arms,
It
he
all
just
gone.
uplifted me. He gave me all the positive
But you see
influence
this-
I needed. Because of course,
CJ so cool
back
chain
at
right
home,
here.
my grandparents, oh no, don't go to the Navy.
It's got
You know?
longer chain.
It's not a,
that drip
don't go to the
down,
white
up
man's
under it,
military.
up
You know,
drip
that's
down,
that negativity. A lot of
under
people,
it,
family members,
and then he
hold
put this
them
chain
back
over
from their
that chain,
blessings.
and then
And
it
it could have happened, but I
right there.
wasn't hearing none
That
of
would
that.
be
Once I
icy
saw
as a
that guy
bitch.
pull up, it was
That'd be
over.
mad icy. Excuse my
So
language,
in
but
high
that'd be
school, I
icy.
decided what I was going to do before I graduated, and 2 weeks
That'd be so
after
dope. I should have
graduating
said no. I
is
should
when
just
I
did it
actually went to do
myself.
boot
That
camp.
would be icy.
And after boot camp, it was just like,
Yeah, your
whoa,
name like
this is
that,
too
and
easy
then
for
have
me.
your charm
Like
right
my
there.
punishments
Holy,
with my grandmother and great grandmother, they weren't whooping me. They were making me do one-arm push-ups and doing the most weirdest military activities you can think of because we were so bad. When you're a black kid growing up in the ghetto, being raised by elder people, you don't have that respect that they expect you to have because you're young. And you should be getting raised by your parents who really don't really, you know, for instance, I make my kids say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. I would have never did that if it wasn't for my grandparents. So when I'm in school talking to my teachers, they're looking at me like you're special. Same as the military looked at me. Everyone always told me I stood out, I was special, and it was because of the way I was raised. So once again, I'm so glad my mom was a crackhead. Because if she wasn't, I would have had the swag. I would have been another thug, and probably would have been on the block, and you know, all that negative stuff.
Okay, so you were in the Navy for what, 2-3 years?
I went to the Navy for 1 year and 9 months, and they kicked me out. No matter how good they said I was, I just couldn't get it right. One Saturday, I had to do a military post, basically just stand watch. That's what it's called. I was supposed to stay on that boat. It was a
watch
destroyer, a DDG USS LeBron. I'll never forget. That was the name of the ship in Virginia.
Make sure
Norfolk,
don't nobody
Virginia.
mess with it.
I was supposed to stay on the ship all Saturday morning and just stand there and watch.
Cause you
Nothing
never know
ever
when somebody
happens.
gonna come.
This is in my mind. I'm thinking there's nothing gonna happen. They're not gonna miss me. It doesn't really matter if I'm there or not. I'm going to get the new Jordans because now I got money. My military checks coming in. So I go to the mall and I'm getting my shoes and I come back to work late. Man, they must have threw me in that captain's mask so fast and was yelling at me, snatching me around, pushing me around. And they gave me the boot. They said, we don't care about the presidential honor guard or none of that. You're out of here. But the only thing that saved me is the fact that I wasn't a presidential honor guard because then they couldn't give me a dishonorable discharge. So I was discharged with the honorable discharge, even though I was kicked out. That's super rare. They love giving black people that dishonorable discharge because what that does, it means you can't even get a job at McDonald's. But because they gave me an honorable, I was able to get the casino job. And that's what led me to Las Vegas. And that's what led me to becoming a YouTuber. It's basically, if you hold yourself back, you won't get anywhere. You got to keep moving forward. If I would have stayed in Gary, I would have never became a dealer. I mean, I was a dealer, I'm sorry. I would never became a YouTuber because I would have stayed a dealer. And a dealer wasn't the max. That's at the bottom of the totem pole where I'm at now. Making $10 million in 5 years, none of the bosses at the casino can say that. So now I bigged up on all my bosses, all the managers, all the dealers, everybody. The freaking owner of the casino probably don't make $10 million a year. So that being said, I never held myself back, and look at me now, you know?
Smile Direct Club.
These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They're laser cut for comfort to gently straighten teeth under a doctor.
Let me skip it. Alright, that's it for y'all. That's what we're gonna do for now. That's it.